here for the chase for a golden ticket. Hopefully we get one. 5 being handed out.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Welcome, viewers.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Chris Jones on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. The connection made. It's Graham. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's now throwing the ball on this drive. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randy Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short.
I really hope someone out there gets
quarters down, 2.
And
okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
It'd be like absolutely unstoppable.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. It's been a good game plan to this point. They've got it down to the 27, 1st and 10 on this opening drive. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 20, 10, 5.
Just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Working from the gun, Wentz. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw.
Does anybody else have
definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
Moving down the field at will thus far. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And Sanders now to return. And now off to the races down the right side. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Throwing his Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wentz, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Let's go, D. 59. Let's go.
On 1st down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
That I will. Wow. Okay. Any of the golden tickets been confirmed yet?
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
All right, guys, we got 2 more solo challenges.
Watson on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the Eagles have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in there.
What's the challenge goals here? I just forced a fumble, so that's... Force a fumble, don't want more than 6. Okay.
Patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And now running right through it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short, now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. On first down, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, Jacobs. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Hey.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now a carry for Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a former Niner legend in Ronnie Lott. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
82.
They run it with Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he works free. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Wentz. And Graham's got it. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
There he goes inside the 30. Still churning. And an alley to run. And down to the 7-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Being chased out left.
Oh, trying to win one of these golden tickets. Look at this. So easy on arcade mode. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's really bad at the moment.
He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on down.
Trying to pull these tickets.
So a drive that covers almost the entire length of the field will result in 0 points. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love weaving through traffic, and now he's free. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 54 yards. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always
Please be a golden ticket. Please be a golden ticket. We got one more shot. Scored 3+ touchdowns. All right.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
Three's been pulled already. One minute, mommy.
And now the offense getting ready on second down. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
3 so far.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Hey!
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson. On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a third down at 17 to go. A shotgun snap for Watson, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 26. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Philly. 72 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. I call it no gain there on the first down play. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Throwing again on second and 10, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Faking the give. Now Watson on the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz, he'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To throw is Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz going right side here, and that's complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. In the end zone.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Wentz to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Time to revisit what we thought of San Francisco in the Super Bowl here, Charles, as they come back out on offense. They were looking to draw even with the Steelers and the Pats with 6 Super Bowl titles, but that's going to have to wait at least another year. Now, are you still bullish on this team moving forward?
I absolutely am, and I know it goes against the grain a little bit because typically the team that loses the Super Bowl is not just the Super Bowl winner that has a hangover. Super Bowl loser has a struggle the next year as well. I think this team is built to come back and compete for another Super Bowl title. Offensive line, I really like it. They'll get Weston Richburg back at center. I think that the running game will continue to get better. Don't be surprised if they actually draft a runner to try and supplement things. They'll increase the receiving core. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo will continue to improve at quarterback. And on the defensive side,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As their opening drive stalls out, he's on to punt. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as there was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Jacobs. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. There's a handoff to Jacobs. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided.